expand the following. For the first one, we have 5x minus 3y times 4x minus y. So we need to do our rainbow. Okay, and we will get our answer to be 20x squared. X times x is x squared. 5x times negative y, so negative 5xy. Negative 3y times 4x, so negative 3 times 4, 12xy. Negative 3y times negative y, so it's positive 3y squared. Simplifying, we have these two to be the same term, so we can get 20x squared negative 17xy. If you are not sure of a mental calculation, please use the calculator, plus 3y squared. So this will be our answer. Alright, let's take a look at B. B is 5p plus 3q whole thing square. This is a repeated factor, it's the whole thing square. So I get 5p plus 3q repeated again. 5p plus 3q again. Then we can still do our normal method. Okay, or you want to use algebraic special product also can. But this will be 5p times 5p, 25p squared. 5p times 3q, 15pq. 3 times 5pq, 15pq. Then last but not least, 3q times 3q, 9q squared. You can simplify the terms with the same algebraic. Okay, and this will give me 25p squared and 30pq and 9q squared. Answer. Okay, next question. Expand and simplify the following. We are to expand and simplify, so do not factorize anything down here. Now we notice that there is a square over here. This square is only for x plus 4. The 3 has no square, so we cannot multiply the 3 into x plus 4 yet. We have to expand our x plus 4's whole thing square, then we multiply the 3 in. So in the meantime, I'll keep my 3. And then I will expand this. This is a repeated factor. It's x plus 4 whole thing square. So it's x plus 4 written 2 times. Okay. Then I'll deal with my minus sign. There's a negative here, so we must take note, negative. If that's the case, I need to do expansion. So we should do the expansion over at this portion first before we work out the sign. So I'll keep the bracket, square bracket, and then I'll expand the terms inside these brackets here. So this will give me 2 times 2, 4, plus 2x minus 2x, negative x times positive x minus x squared. Okay, now then the next step, now we will need to simplify our brackets first. So this will be x times x, gives me x squared, 4x plus 16. Okay, now this one over here I already expand, so now I can multiply my negative sign in to all my terms over here. So I must remember to change sign for everyone, and there will be no more brackets. So this will be minus 4 minus 2x plus 2x. Oh, you can actually simplify the terms inside here. Plus x squared. Okay. Yeah, I notice this one can be cancelled. This one will become 0. Now I can multiply my 3 inside to every of the term. That will give me 3x squared plus these two, 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 times 3 is 24x. 16 times 3, 48. Minus 4, and then this one becomes 0 over here, plus x squared. So eventually I'll get a 4x squared plus 24x plus 44. And then this is the final answer. Remember, our question says expand and simplify, do not factorize. Okay, do not go and divide any by 2 or whatever, because this one not an equation. So this is the final answer. Factorize the following expression completely. Now normally students will know that this is a x square, x and a constant term. We know that we need to do the cross method, or you can use our calculator to help you. But first thing, always check for common factors. There's a common factor over here, 6, 28 and 10. So the common factor will be 2. So the first step is to actually factorize out the common factor 2 to give me 3x squared minus 14x minus 5. You will notice that your calculator will be able to give you 2 answers, but it will not tell you that you need to factorize out the 2. So this one you have to do it on your own. So now we keep 2, and then we are going to factorize the 3x squared minus 14 minus 5. So most of you are able to do it. So 3x squared will have x times x to give me x squared. I'll put minus 5 over here, and then we'll use our calculator, mod 3. So A is the number 3, B is the number negative 14, C is the number negative 5. And I get from my calculator x equals to 5, so means 5 with 1x. And the other number negative 1/3, so 1 with 3x. Let's take a look at the sign. The x is 5, then so this is minus, then this one negative 1/3, so this is plus. So let's try and complete our working. 3 times 5x is 15, negative 15x. X times 1 will be positive x. They want a negative 14x is correct. Negative times positive is negative. Go, this one is correct. So we will have x minus 5, 3x plus 1. And this will be the answer. Okay, factorize the following expression completely. Let's take a look. Oh, I have 2 terms and this is a minus sign. Okay, so maybe I can think of using my special product. But let's take a look. I have 4. Okay, 4 is actually 2 square. A square. But then there's a b. B cannot be square rooted. And then here there's also another b. So what can we do is we will factorize out the common factor first. And in this case, the common factor is b. Then we will be able to get 4a squared minus 25b squared. Then for this one, 4a squared minus 25b squared. 4 is actually 2 square. A, so 2a whole thing square. 25 is actually 5, so 5b whole thing square. Then I can think of a square minus b square, and I will have how many factors? 2 factors. And then how many sign? 1 plus 1 minus, so a plus b, a minus b. So in this case, I will be able to get a b, bracket 2 factors, 2a squared minus 5b squared. So this will become 1 plus 1 minus 2a plus 5b, 2a minus 5b. Answer. Simplify the following. This is an algebraic fraction. So in fractions, we try not to do expansion. We always factorize. Okay, and try not to anyhow cancel anything. So now let's take a look. We have 3a minus 2b whole thing square. So this is actually a repeated factor. That means I will write 3a minus 2b 2 times repeated 3a minus 2b. Okay, and then I'll take a look at my denominator. I'll try to factorize. So what's the common factor? 6 and 9 is 3b and ab. That will be b. So I'll factorize out a 3b bracket. I'm left with 2b minus 3a. So then let's take a look. I have a 3a minus 2b on the numerator, and this is a 2b minus 3a. How can I change 2b minus 3a to 3a minus 2b? I multiply by a negative sign outside the number. Okay, so now I not multiply by a negative sign. Now please do not write your negative sign down here. It will become a subtraction. So I should multiply my negative sign to the number. Okay, so in this case, this one I will have my numerator is the same. And then I will get a minus, multiply the negative to a number, negative 3b. And this one will swap position, 3a minus 2b. Now we have all this in place. What can we cancel out? Everything is multiplied together as a factor, so we can cancel out 3a minus 2b, and I'm left with okay, you can choose not to write the brackets as well. Simplify the following. This is an algebraic fraction, so you still need to factorize as much as possible. Try not to expand everything. Let's take a look at our numerator. This is a square minus 1. 1 is actually 1 square, so we have a square minus b square, which gives me two factors, a plus b, a minus b, so a plus 1, a minus 1. So we change our numerator to a plus 1, a minus 1. Then now let's take a look at our denominator. Denominator is a 2a square minus a 3a minus a 5. So a square, a and number. So we can do our cross method. So this is 2a square, a times a give me a square, and then this one is 5. Then we press our calculator, mode 3, a is 2, b is negative 3, c is negative 5. So I get 5 over 2 positive, so this one become negative. The second answer minus 1, so this will be plus 1. Let's check. So negative 5a, positive 2a, I'll get a negative 3a. This is correct. And then the positive times negative, so negative 5. So in this case, I can change this to the two brackets, 2a minus 5, and then the other one will be a plus 1. So now everything is fully factorized. Let's take a look. Is there any term that we can cancel? It's all multiplied together, so then I can cancel a plus 1, the whole thing. Then I'm left with a minus 1 over 2a minus 5. Answer.